Hello everyone, LRon here with part 14 of my total Terraria world Annihilation. This may sound a wee bit crazy, but I was inches away from introducing this as part 14 of my OT8 guide. I'm not really sure what happened there. I mean, I did make, what, 54 videos for that, so and they all generally had that same introduction, so might have just been habit. October is coming up, so technically speaking, we're approaching the year anniversary of my October run. That's the run that I always reference in the OT8 guide. That wasn't the same run. That was the run that I did on my own before even thinking about recording them. So that was the one that I used as my credentials to prove that I can do it, and it was worth your effort to watch me along the way before I had anything complete. So I guess I should probably mention that if this or StarCraft or something else was your first experience with my videos and you haven't seen the OT8 guide, I highly recommend it. It's a little long. I mean, it's 54 videos, averaging 10 minutes each. Some of them ended up being shorter. It really depended on what was good stopping points, like zone lines and stuff like that. So there were a good number of 5-minute videos squeezed in there as well, because I never went over 10 minutes, and I liked having good transition points. There was like maybe 1 or 2 spots where I couldn't use a clean transition no matter how hard I tried. And I've got my commentary is a lot more focused on what's going on in the video. So if you are not the biggest fan of me kind of just rambling about seemingly random things, then the OT8 guide is definitely for you, because there's a lot of strategizing and explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I had essentially played so much Postal 2 in so short a time that I was kind of a self-proclaimed expert. And so I understood the enemy AI, I understood the general physics. So looks like I finally ended up destroying one of those Crimson Altars. As I've mentioned before, it's possible for me to have defeated the Moon Lord on another planet and still get the achievement, because I obtained all my hard mode medals through fishing instead of through destroying Crimson Altars, because I wanted to prevent the spread of Crimson. Sorry about the tangent. So back to Postal. And then some things I did in kind of a seemingly odd order, but I generally explained how, for the most part, the things that I did was cherry-picked in an order that's like minimized the number of zones you had to go through, which minimized the number of kills you had to do, because the less you need to kill, the less opportunity that you can get killed. Um, I'm not saying try to run it pacifist. I'm more so saying try to know where there's the least number of opponents, because the less targets you have, the less of a target you are. Um, and so, yeah, that was fun. I always had a general idea of what I was going to talk about, and it generally made a lot more sense. Um, with this, you know, it would be kind of silly to play by play explain exactly what I'm doing, because um, what I'm doing was made very clear at the very beginning of the first video. There isn't too much to say about the intent to remove every block in that game. And aside from the technique, which I laid down pretty well a couple times before, there's really not much to discuss. Um, so, you know, that whole discussion about Friday the 13th and stuff, I had no clue while recording like video 3 that I was going to do that. So that kind of just came up as I announced the 12 and 1. It's like, hey, that actually makes sense. Let's tie it in. But with OT8, there's so much very useful things to say, and almost not enough time to say it all. I had to kind of be hyper efficient with my timing and stuff, and like cut out like various pauses and stuff, and I think I edited out a lot of my ums, believe it or not. I know that I a lot. Um, I've mentioned before that I'm schizophrenic, so my brain moves a bit more slowly because of the dementia side of it all, and the ums are kind of just a way to um, let's use an example of radio. It's supposedly really bad form for a radio host to allow more than like 3 seconds of dead space or dead air while on the air. So if there's a delay and nobody says a thing and nobody plays a bit of sound, and you literally just hear static or nothing for 3 seconds, then somebody's failing to do their job in radio. And so maybe the is just a mechanism to ensure that that happens less often, even though I don't feel necessarily bound to such rules, because A, I'm not in radio, and B, I don't answer to anybody with these. I'm doing this all on my own power, and nobody's paying me. Nobody's taking ownership but myself, and so probably also there's minor anxiety with being recorded. I definitely less, but I still a good amount while talking to people. But I will continue this next video, so I will see you in video 15.